Coming up now on 743, our beautiful friend, she's just, I'm telling you, she's one of the happiest folks ever in the world. Jaci Russo joining us. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Oh, doing just great. How are you this morning?
I'm a little chilly. It's a little colder up here in Minnesota than it is down there in Louisiana.
I was going to say, now how cold? What are we talking about here?
Well, we had snow on our car this morning, so that'll tell you.
Oh, man, that's awful. Oh.
Yeah, little white stuff.
Yeah, that makes me just want to cry, actually. I do feel bad for you. All right, so let's talk a little. We're going to start with which social media platform is really right for you, because I think a lot of people, okay, oh no, I have to be Twitter, but I got to be Facebook, but what if I have to do Instagram? And it's, how do you know what's right for you, for your company?
It's a two-pronged process for decision-making.
Okay.
The first thing you have to look at is where's your audience.
Yeah.
If you have an audience that is primarily on Instagram, that answers your question right there. It's kind of obvious. And the second thing you have to look at is what are you comfortable with? If you're not comfortable with Instagram, if you don't get it, then don't try.
Okay.
Either find somebody who can or go a different direction. So it's got to start with where's your audience, and then secondly, what are you comfortable with or getting to know?
Okay, so let's say we have that situation, and it's Instagram for maybe I have a younger group of folks who I need to try to get these folks to buy my product or my service, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I've got to pretty much quickly get up to speed, I'm assuming.
Right. And so if you go to Instagram as a user and find companies that are doing it well, here locally, I would tell you Kiki does a great job. Ruckus, the downtown skate shop, does a great job. There's a lot of local Lafayette businesses that use Instagram very well. And so go model their behavior, see how they do it, and then realize how you can do it in a similar way to make it your own.
I love that. Absolutely love it. Okay. So Snapchat, okay, there's the snapping part. So I'm figuring it's a picture. The chatting is the talking. So, why should somebody pay attention to Snapchat, for instance?
Well, Snapchat is going to be something that you want to think about before you get into it with your business. The businesses that have done well with Snapchat are lifestyle brands that have budget and a true connection with their audience. I have to tell you, I don't see Walmart, for example, doing a good job of connecting with people on Snapchat. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah. So you have to really be the right company with the right product to connect with users on Snapchat, and you have to do it the right way. Again, if you don't understand the technology, if you think, I don't get it. I mean, it's there for 7 seconds and then it's gone.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. Then this is not the place for you.
Now, if you have a particular segment, like let's say, I don't know, I'm thinking sewing or knitting or something like that, maybe you would be more interested in like Pinterest?
Well, I would definitely think sewing and knitting is not Snapchat-worthy material. So let's start there for sure. Pinterest could be a great place for you. Anything that's very visual is going to be great on Pinterest or on Instagram because those are very visual mediums.
Now,
and those are user interactive as well, so that's very helpful.
Okay, so it's kind of more user interactive then.
Absolutely. Like with Pinterest, everybody's got their dream boards. So you make a board for your wedding, you make a board for your engagement rings, you make a board for your crock-pot dinners, whatever that might be. And so if you've got something that could go on someone's board, then great, go make your own boards for a company and then give those out and people can share them, and that becomes a really great tool.
So is Facebook, is that passé now, though? Like Facebook, is that nobody really goes there anymore?
It's really not. It's funny. The younger generation looks at Facebook as their parents' social media,
right?
But also as a place where they are connecting professionally. It's where alumni groups are formed. It's where a lot of businesses are making contact. So you cannot rule it out.
You really just can't. I mean, you can't just say,
No.
I'm going to write this off.
No, it's still the fastest growing segment of millennial users. And so you cannot use it. And boomers, you've got both ends of the spectrum adopting Facebook, tens of thousands of people a day. So you cannot rule it out.
LinkedIn. You have talked to us before about LinkedIn, about how you need to really go in, do your profile. You need to really be into it. This would be more for professional type services?
It is 100% professional. It is not a place to get a date. It's not a place to find a former classmate.
Right.
It is not a place to get a good crockpot recipe. It is strictly professional. So if you have a job or have a company or want a job, you need to have a LinkedIn profile because it is where business is done.
That is all good to know. Okay, now, Jaci, I know coming up towards the end of April that you have a free webinar on thought leadership. So give me an idea of what you're going to try to accomplish here.
Well, what we do with this webinar series is it's all about taking this segment that's, 3 or 4 minutes long on KPEL and doing 30 minutes in depth. That's it. And so for 30 minutes, we get into more specific details. We show imagery. We get into exactly how these things work and do. And so it's a great place for you to come and spend, 20, 25 minutes and really get those questions answered so that when you're driving in your car right now and you're not taking notes, thankfully, you're kind of focusing on the red lights.
What a concept.
This is a place for you to sit at your desk and get more information. Register for it. If it turns out on that day and time you're not available, no problem. We'll send it to you later. So even if you can't go to the class, we'll send you the notes.
I love that. Absolutely. Okay, RaiseYourBrandingBlog.com. Go there, register. You can find out all the information we were talking about with social media this morning. Jaci, please make sure you bundle up because I can't believe, it's snowing over there. I mean, I know it's Minnesota, but gee whiz.
Don't you worry. I am nice and toasty, I promise.
Hey, we'll talk to you next week, and thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Okay, sounds good. All right, coming up now on 750.